Okay, guys, you met a buyer at an open house. You met them online. You connected with them at some event, and you think, hey, I got a hot lead here. And then they kind of cool off. You ever have that happen? Well, here's the issue that most buyers are not immediate buyers. Most buyers, 75% of buyers, are going to be in that buying cycle for about 6 to 9 months before they actually close on an escrow. But most of them do close. Only about 25% of the people that you meet are going to be buying something in the next 30 days. But that's the problem. Most agents don't have a good follow-up plan. Your follow-up plan needs to have at least 5 levels. In other words, you're contacting people at least 5 times in this buying process. And probably for most of us, it needs to be more than that even. But I want you to think about your follow-up process. How often are you following up, and how much are you following up through different types of media channels? So obviously we could only do calls, yes. We could only do text, yes. We could only do video text or social media. We could only do letters. But really we should be doing everything. We should be hitting all those cylinders, so we're making sure we're touching these people in many different ways. But the one thing I want to hit with you today on terms of follow-up is the concept of a video drip campaign. And this is a system that we can all implement, but here's the beauty of this. Almost no one's doing this. In fact, I would venture to say in your local market, no one's doing it. Everybody that has CRM, and that's a very small percentage of the agents in your market, are using a drip CRM that's built on text. So this is, they're getting an email, they're getting even maybe a text message if it's really sophisticated, but almost none of them are connecting this to video. I'm going to recommend you create a video drip campaign. Now, this could be just as simple as putting it in your current CRM and then having a picture that's linked to a YouTube video, which is very simple to do. All of you can do that. Or you might be using something like BombBomb, which you can actually have a video drip built into BombBomb that can be texted or emailed. Again, it's just a link they click, and then they're going to be able to watch that video. But in any case, you're going to create a series of videos. The videos are going to be, I would say, do at least 10 of these videos, a minute to 2 minutes long, not a long time, but are going to walk them through the process of buying a house. And here's the first video I would do in your series, by the way. The first video I would do would be a video that says, hey guys, now that you're out looking for a home, I always like to show people how to use my website because we've got every listing in the MLS on my website. It's really easy to use. It's very intuitive. And if I just give me 2 minutes here, I'll show you how to use it, how to save a property. If you find something in the market that you want to explore or dive into or research, you can do it here. And then you bring up a video of you walking people through your website, step by step, page by page, and what to do if they find a property they like, how to save the search, how to send the search out, all the things that they need to be able to do. And this is powerful. And this is something, the beauty of this, when you create these videos is, yes, you're going to create this as your first stage of your CRM drip campaign for your buyers, but you're also going to be able to use it in other ways. You could put this and attach it to your website. You could have that page on your website that has video content. You could put it on your YouTube channel, of course. You could put it out on social media, of course. You could put it in your email newsletter next month. So you get to reuse this content again and again and again and again, and it's evergreen. It's not going to change much. Yeah, you could update it a year from now, but for the next year or two, you could probably use that same video. So the idea of this is you do this work once. I don't work, 20, 30 minutes recording a video, but now you got this content that lives on forever. You start doing this with every aspect of the buying process. What's an inspection? How do I read an inspection? How about a preliminary title report? What do offer forms look like? What should I be looking for? What do I do in a multiple offer situation? What do we do when we're renegotiating inspections? What should I be looking for in a lender? All these different topics that we could be covering, 1 to 2 minutes long, just making this really powerful educational stream of content. The education part of this is critical because you want these buyers looking at you as an expert. You want them thinking to themselves, I can't work with anyone else except for Jim because he's educating me. This is the point you want to get to. Now, guys, if you like this idea and you want more, join us over at eRealEstateCoach.com. Check out the Path Performance Coaching. The first month's only $1 to invest in it, and you can cancel anytime. And by the way, we're going to give you just the most effective strategies that you're seeing from top producers around the country. We're going to give you these every single week, brand new, fresh batch all the time. You're going to love it. It's going to really help you with your business and enhance your business. Hope to see you over there soon. Have a great day. Good selling.